Match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Thompson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Cousins again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. And the wideout in motion. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. The play clock's running down. Wentz now to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 43. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense. And this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97. So they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question, yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around, they're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they wanted to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman, Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Vinny Curry. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 2009 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his 2nd season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play at D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
And the reception made by Alshon. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer 3rd of the field as this game continued.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. Now Wentz. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number two. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Again, it's Wentz. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dion Lewis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Cousins on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson, 27 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, it's Lewis. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. This is Lewis. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
In motion right is Jeffrey. Wentz now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. Now they go screen, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now, as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz. Dancing to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while, and it's 6-5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Cousins. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To throw, Cousins completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. 3rd wide receiver taken in last year's draft. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And an alley to run. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They just opened the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Sua Cravens not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Anderson in there to drop it, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cousins to his tight end Davis. Good for a Washington first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Cousins now on second down. Reed wrestling ahead. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long for Cousins. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down following the run. Now Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
on with Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together,